after a few months of not going overlanding, we got out of the house finally, going to our favorite spot in Northern California, Indian Valley Reservoir. So we just topped off our gas tank. Gonna go get a couple of groceries so we can eat later and start the fun. Probably have another 20 minutes, half an hour before we get to the actual reservoir. But the trail order, I guess the trail here is very groomed, very easy. And I actually did this trail, I can't remember how many times, but many times. But anyway, the day turned out to be pretty nice. Where we came out of, it's gonna be 60, mid-60s. Over here it's 82, which means we can spend the day in the water, having fun, swimming. We're gonna go toward the, east side of it, which is a bit less populated. And we'll try to find a spot by the water. And usually on this side of the reservoir, there are not that many people because you need a bit of a high clearance vehicle to get to, but we'll see if we can find, there's a little bit of a water crossing here, very short and easy, but bumpy. So anyway, the moment we'll find a spot, we'll pitch our tent and air up our paddleboard. Turn right. And start having fun. The water is shallow because the shallower the water, the warmer it is. And we will see here. This was actually a trail that was crossing through. I remember driving here multiple times, but now because of the rains this past season, it's all flooded, which is great. But let's go check it out, see if it's swimmable, parkable. It's not as easy as I thought to find a good spot for a beach on the reservoir, because before, when the water was receding, it was lots of flat areas, kind of rocky, so you can park on a beach and not get all muddy. But now when the water level is up, it's up in a way that it's all the way to where the dirt was. So now it's all muddy, and we may have to go to the west side of it, see if we can find, because the west side is more grassy areas. So if the water went up the grassy area, it may not be as muddy, but we'll see. West side of the reservoir. And before, you could have gone all the way around the reservoir. Now, just a few hundred yards and the trail gets into the water. So we made a U-turn and we're gonna try the east side of the reservoir, see if we can find a place. This little slice of a lakefront, see if it's a good place to stop and swim. It too good, and see this, we're stuck, and this is deep, thick mud. I'm gonna have to dig for hours now. All right, so we got stuck, and then a few folks that my kids flagged down came and helped us. And if you're watching this, thank you. You saved my butt. If you wouldn't pull me out, I would still be digging and it'll ruin my weekend. So thank you very much for pulling us out. So anyway, we found a little slice of beach here, and we're gonna set up camp and start having fun. All right, so we got to a little spot here. Pretty good spot, not the best spot because there are a bunch of people around us, but pretty good. One thing that I want to try, just again taking one for the team for everyone, is to check if sitting on a camping chair in the water and drinking beer, if the beer tastes any better. So let's give it a shot. Maybe. Might be tasting a little better. But anyway, beautiful day in Indian Valley. Kids are playing in the water and I'm, experimenting. So after testing, I did notice something, is that when you sit in a camping chair in the water drinking beer, the beer finishes much quicker. Interesting. Look at this beautiful June day at Indian Valley Reservoir. An hour of crazy thunderstorm, so we didn't feel like going up in a tent, so we just sat in the truck. But it was raining cats and dogs and some other things, but you can see everywhere is wet. But it's okay, that means no little bugs and mosquitoes all night.